Africa has the potential to play a leading role in the global transition to renewable energy. The continent's geographic diversity is favourable for solar and wind power, which countries like Kenya need to develop to bridge the energy gap. Drop Access is a non-profit that has redefined energy access in rural areas by championing for the productive use of renewable energy through solar products and financing. Norah, Drop Access has created a variety of solar products, one that helps farmers keep their crops fresh, as well as the delivery of vaccines. Can you share a little bit about the technologies behind these products?
Drop Access has created a solar powered refrigerator. And the beauty about it, other than being solar powered and being powered by battery backup, is that it's portable. So our refrigerators can be mounted on a motorbike, a bicycle, they can be wheeled to the market. And for farmers, it's really, really vital because then it means they have a cold storage technology where they can store items like milk, poultry products and meat and vegetables, but also they can carry this technology and take it to the market and continue sale of fresh foods in the market and still carry the leftover back home. Now, the solar-powered refrigerator, again, has been adapted for use for storage of vaccines. And this specific version is called Vaxibots. It has like an IoT technology that is embedded in the fridge because it's very vital for us to monitor the data, to monitor the location of this fridge. And also as the manufacturer, we're able to give like a full after-sales support. So if the fridge breaks down while it's in a rural village, we're able to see like what's the problem from my desk and troubleshoot it remotely.
Are there any barriers to adoption for solar refrigeration?
The biggest ones are obviously the cost barriers. A fridge goes for around $2,000. The average vaccine refrigerator in the Kenyan market is $3,500. So that's still pretty expensive considering we're targeting the level 3 and below, literally the primary healthcare facilities. And what you find is that for you to develop a technology like a vaccine refrigerator and roll it out in the market, there's so many regulations and standards that you must comply with. Like for us, you have to comply with the ISO standards, the WHO standards, there is the American National Society standards. They just regulate how these technologies are being rolled out, how they're being developed, and if they're stable enough to be used. So you find that because of all these standardization measures, not so many technologies are passing through to reach the market, and it means there are not so many technologies available in the market.
Now, solar refrigeration wasn't the first product you started with. It actually was a solar irrigation system. Can you share a little bit about that product?
So we decided to come up with something called the water energy food nexus systems. And this is how things got a bit interesting. So instead of supplying an individual pump to an individual farmer, we supply one big pump to serve several farmers. So what we do, we ensure that we do pipe water metering to the farm gate and also to water kiosks, to homes if possible, using these single pumps. And instead of them paying for the pump, they pay for water. Still the same service. So we do a co-ownership for the pumping solution. At the end of the day, they still get water that has been pumped using solar, but they pay for the water. Then the most amazing thing is that we take away the burden from them of constantly having to pay for maintenance for these pumps when they individually own them, but they simply have to pay for the service that they need at that point. They pay for water. And working with groups also ensures that there's so many people who are using the water, so there's revenue coming in, and we're able to pay for the pumping solution.
How can technologies like this help decrease the energy gap in Kenya?
Basically, the use of solar is productive in that it does work, but also it generates revenue. And when we generate revenue, it means these individual communities that are using these technologies to generate extra revenue are having access for energy for their businesses, but then eventually they get access for energy for their homes. When they generate revenue, they get to have enough money to buy a solar home lighting kit. And that means more and more people, through the productive use of energy system, are actually getting to the point where they're able to afford their own energy without depending on donations. But beyond that, we do a lot of energy literacy campaigns where we literally train people like, hey, these are solar solutions. This is how we work. This is how it works. And this is how you can adopt it for use in your business, in your home, in your farm. I know with energy literacy is that once people learn about the solar technology, they stop being afraid of what the technology is, and they learn interesting ways of how they can use it. And the more they learn about it, and the faster they adopt it.